instead of them promoting happiness, joy, peace, and growth, they leave you so drained. Right one. See, signs includes shaming, insulting. They're insulting you. Dishonesty, lie, boundaries violated. You said it's all where I need to go. We don't need to go there. And they cross of fear and a need to be right. That is what we're dealing with most of those individuals who want to be in a healthy relationship. Everybody are focusing on a healthy relationship. But if you don't have the peace in your life, if you have chaos, you're going to be in a drama-filled relationship. So it's unhealthy. It's toxic. So you want to know, what does it look like? Let's simply look at the characteristics of an unhealthy relationship. First, control. One person make most of all the decisions and are trying to isolate the other person from their friends and their family. Poor communication. Open and honest communication is replaced with constant arguing, a lack of understanding, a passive aggressive behavior, dependency or dependence. One person says they can't live without the other and are threatened to do something drastic if the relationship ends. Digital monitoring or clocking. One person used social media to keep tabs on the other person and may demand quick response to messages and texts. Dishonesty and mistrust. One person lies too much. They steal from you, or they keep information from their mate. Disrespect. One person make fun of the other or talks about them behind their back. Emotional manipulation. Behave like belittling, guilt tripping, shaming, need to be right. Then they even want to threaten you. They threaten to use control of another person's emotions and action. Hostility. One person pick fights with the other, which may lead to changes in behavior to avoid upsetting them. Harassment. One person use unwanted, unwelcome, uninvited behavior that makes the other feel unsafe. Intimidation. One person tries to make the other fearful or timid. They may include threatening violence or breakup. The lack of respect and boundaries. One partner disregards the other feelings, opinions, and boundaries. Leads to a feeling of being undervalued. Physical violence. One person used force, such as throwing things, hitting, slapping, grabbing, or shoving to get their way. Sexual violence. One person pressures or forces the other into sexual activities against their will or without consent. No being no. Fear. You may feel unsafe, afraid to be yourself, or constantly dreading interactions with the other person. Constant criticism. You may feel judged, belittled, or never good enough in that relationship. These are things that you need to make sure you pay close attention. This is what an unhealthy relationship looks like, whether it's family, friend, romantic, organization, workplace, community. This is unhealthy. And you cannot continue to be in a relationship like that because it's going to get worse before it gets better. So if you got a friend that is dealing with a situation like that, how do you help your friend? I want you to kind of think how to help a friend in an unhealthy relationship. Before we move from that point, we're going to give a shout out to our next Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama.
Yeah, Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. Excited to be there because it's the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama, located at 261 State Highway 106 West Georgiana, Alabama. Come and visit and talk to the owners. That is Marvin Smith and Katrina Roper Smith. You want to give them a call, you can at 234-539-0950. If you want to go to Facebook and check them out, you go to Marvin Smith and also Katrina Roper Smith. Oh, it's a ball going on down and Mary Ruth Restaurant.
Give a shout out to the co-owners down the Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. It's exciting, some of the things they're doing. They are, they say you come and visit them. We got Southern cooking for Southern people. They're also making a great impact. They got a new thing that they're serving on Friday nights after the ball game. Come and check them out. They are serving that late night, that 10 o'clock meal for those people coming out of the game in the Butler County area. No matter where you're coming from, and you're down there visiting one of the local teams, Greenville, Georgiana, and McKenzie, you need to stop in at 261 State Highway 106 West Georgiana, Alabama. Mary Ruth Restaurant, Brother Marvin Marla Smith and Sarah Katrina Roper Smith. You can give them a call at 334-549-0950. See what menu for today. Thank you so much, Brother Marvin and Sarah Katrina Smith, and what you do. How to help a friend in an unhealthy relationship. See, if you suspect that someone you care about may be in an unhealthy or abusive relationship of any kind, learn how to support them. See, if your friend is in an unhealthy relationship, they may not realize what they're experiencing, which is unhealthy and abusive. See, if they're aware, they can control with planning the right time to leave. So your friend might think it's their fault. Because to them, to stay in a relationship even means it is not unhealthy for them. Talk with them and let them know this is an abusive, unhealthy relationship. And they need to leave. See, why you support your friend. Your friend must be the one to decide to end their relationship. You can't go in there and force them to end the relationship. You can't go in there and give too much advice because that puts you in the middle. See, whatever decision they make, it's important for you to respect their feelings while also showing you care about them. You care. You really care about what's going on. So if they're in an unhealthy relationship, they may not even realize it, but you're there to be supported. You're there to listen because they're your friend. For me, they have to be a special person. Well, I spend that time and giving my time to help you in a challenging situation. You know what you need to do. Don't come in there pouring gas on the fire. Where you get it started up, it'll blow up because you jumped in the middle of it. You have to kind of stay away and let them handle the situation. So you ask yourself and talk to them, what can I do, or what you can do to be successful in getting out of an unhealthy relationship. From a friend point of view, let them know you're there for them. Sometimes just listen and being supported can really help. Here's some tips I want you to check out. First of all, be patient. Be a patient listener. Let your friend know that you hear what they're saying and that you are supporting whatever they decide to do. Remind your friend that they deserve respect, honesty, and open communication. Help them to see the abuse. Help them to see that abuse is never okay and that it's never their fault. Keep the focus on your friend, not on the other person in their relationship. See, it will help your friend feel comfortable talking to you about it, even if it continues. Make them feel comfortable enough. Don't contact the other person in the relationship, because your friend gonna be the one have to deal with the consequences. Don't be stepping in when you should. Don't contact the person or post about the relationship on social media. That will only make things harder for your friend. But continue being there for your friend after the relationship is over. Your support matters just as much then than before. Practice self-care and boundaries. You can be a good friend and still prioritize taking care of yourself. Now let's think about several of these key points. One of them is be patient. Listen. Be a good listener, an active listener, so you can hear your friend. Let them talk. Don't jump in. Allow them to you, because they feel like you jumping in. You'll step into the middle of the relationship. You're too much involved. Listen to what they're saying. Remind your friend that they deserve respect. Honesty. They don't need lies. They don't need to be gaslit. They deserve concise communication, which requires to be open. Always keep in mind, do not get in the middle of this, what's going on. Do not contact the friend counterpart or the friend partner or mate. Don't get too deep in. Express with them self-care, prioritizing self-care and having boundaries. Continue being their friend. After the relationship, even after the relationship is over, because your support matters. Just as much then as earlier or in the future. You have to make sure you understand how important you are. Understand that you can also help them with more support. Reach out to a trusted adult to bring in support for both you and your friend. Search for resources in your community that can provide information and guidance, and share that information with your friend. Help them seek professional help when they're ready. Don't try to push them, don't try to force them. Let them seek that help, professional help, when they're ready. They might not be ready for it. See, if you don't know how to approach this subject of seeking help professionally with your friend, you can chat with an advocate of the National Teen Dating Abuse Helpline. The number is 866-331-9474. Or you can text Love Is to 2252 or go to their chat line. National Teen Dating Abuse Helpline. Call number again is 866-331-9474 or text LOVEIS to 22522. Again, 22522, or just go to the chat live, in essence, chat online. Just remember, if that friend is in an abusive relationship and deciding to leave, help them connect with a safe adult to develop a safety plan. One of the dangerous things is that because that a person that's unhealthy, abusive, he find out or she find out, it's going to be hell to pay. So you have to make sure they get with someone on their own. You don't go get a safety plan. You don't go to the advocate. Allow them to do that. That way, they can make it personal. See, that plan to be personalized. And then they should be able to practice the plan that helps keep them safe. They can practice it so they know what to do. See, a personal safety plan will address their physical safety and emotional safety. It may include information about how to leave the relationship and find support legally or with and law enforcement. Just make sure you advocate seeking professional help, seeking a connection with a safe adult, seeking that safety plan, or calling the National Teen Dating Abuse Helpline. You said, why the team, all of them will accept your call and channel you where you're supposed to be. They want to make sure we all are healthy or in good position. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, Mr. Anthony Stallworth.
If you need your lawn manicured, check out the experts with L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, owned and operated by Tony Stallworth. Their slogan is the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. If you need to call, contact Tony. The number is 334-300-7401, or go to Facebook and type in Anthony Stallworth. Check him out. Check out the lawn service. Make it do what it do.
L&T Stallworth Lawn Service, LLC, Mr. Anthony Stallworth, manicure expert in South Central Alabama. If you want to contact Mr. Stallworth, the number is 334-300-7401. Go to Facebook, type in Anthony Stallworth. And once you type Anthony in, it'll populate his information, and then you can DM Anthony about getting your lawn manicured by a true expert. Thank you so much, Elder T. Stallworth, Lawn Service, Mr. Anthony Stallworth. Thank you for just being a supporter of what we're doing. As we move forward, we want to look at the difference between unhealthy family relationship and dysfunctional family relationship. In essence, unhealthy relationship, whether it's your family, whether it's your friend, whether it's your romantic, it's unhealthy regardless of with your job, your workplace, your community, your organization is unhealthy or it's dysfunctional. And we have to look at this by using our best meaning of unhealthy family relationship. See, an unhealthy family relationship refers to any connection within a family that causes distress. But it can range from minor issues like constantly criticism within the family to severe problems like emotional abuse. It's our serious unhealthy family relationship. It can be as minor as constant criticism to severe problems like emotional abuse. A dysfunctional family relationship is a broad concept describing persistent, systemic patterns of unhealthy interactions that create a harmful environment and prevent family members from getting their basic emotional needs met. Dysfunctional family dynamics may exhibit specific characteristics like poor communication, addiction, abuse, and the lack of emotional support. An unhealthy or dysfunctional family relationship, on the other hand, is characterized by repeated patterns of harmful behavior, like abuse, neglect, poor boundaries, and a consistent lack of emotional control, which damage a person's well-being, physical, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, socially, and psychological. It's going to damage a person's emotional well-being, making them feel unloved, unvalued, and unsafe. Essentially, when you think about all of these things that causes that unhealthy dynamic, a dysfunctional dynamic, we have to remember why unhealthy relationships are often symptoms. Symptoms now. Dysfunctional is the underlying systemic problem, the root of what's going on.